guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine and I did want to go ahead and do this video. As you can tell by the title, it is the Q&A for my BBL and to get to know me. I did go ahead and ask for questions on my Instagram and I did have a few people that asked me, so I did want to go ahead and start with that. I am 24, about to be 25. I do have 2 kids. I did have somebody ask if I wanted any more babies anytime soon. And to be honest, at the moment, I don't. I mean, I can't say I don't, but at the moment, I feel like I want to focus on my kids. I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. So it's not like the appropriate timing, but I mean, if it does happen, it happens. I did have somebody else ask me as well that if it's hard, like, to be able to deal with 2 kids under 5. And to be honest, it kind of is, but I feel like you have to get used to being able to deal with both of them. I feel like it's easier when you have them close to age, even though it does seem more difficult, and it is. You do get used to it, and I feel like it's better than having to start all over again. Like, that's one thing that I'm afraid of now with having 2. I feel like things happen for a reason. And I mean, I got blessed with my daughter and my son. So, like, for now, I do, and I appreciate, I feel like for now, it's just best to focus on my family, to focus on my kids, to focus on myself, and just to love myself, to love them, to be able to, have a healthy relationship. I'm gonna go ahead and get into the questions for the BBL. So I did get asked if I went to TJ, and I did. I know that most of you have opinions, but before I do continue, I want to say that this is my experience. This is my, this was my choice. It was my experience. I'm not encouraging anybody to do it, or I'm not saying, you shouldn't or you should. It's everybody's decision. Everybody has to do their own research, and everybody has to do it upon themselves. When I did go to TJ. I actually went to bellabodiez, and I know that I had somebody ask as well how you can get a consultation and what doctors. So when I did go to bellabodiez, it is a facility. The doctors are state board certified. So when you do your consultation, you're supposed to message one of the coordinators through Instagram, and they basically just ask you for pictures, like from your front, your back, your side, and your side. And then they'll ask you for like your weight, like health related questions, so that way they can be able to give you a quote, if not to be able to help you with any further questions that they have, because I do know that your BMI has to be a max of 33, I believe 32 or 33, for you to be able to get your surgery. And I do know that your hemoglobin levels have to be at a certain level as well. So you can definitely message anybody. If you go on their bellabodiez Instagram, I can go ahead and add it somewhere here so you guys can follow them. Another question was, what was the hardest thing of the whole process? And to be honest, for me, I feel like there wasn't really anything hard. Like I said, everybody's experience is different. Everybody's pain tolerance is different. But I know that for me, I went to surgery on Friday. So I left from here, which I'm located in Orange County. I actually use bellabodiez, so they also do offer transportation, where they pick you up at certain pickup locations. They take you to the door of the location where you're gonna have your surgery, and they're in charge of picking you up and dropping you off, which I thought was more convenient than actually having a family member go out there with me and find a hotel, because I know it's not 100% safe either. Finding a hotel, or wasting money on gas to go and come back the same day, I thought it was just too much. And then I have my kids too, and I didn't want to put anybody else through having to stress about, you know, myself. So Bella Wheels as well is another option that you have. But like I said, I went to my pickup location at 5 a.m. I ended up getting there, which my pickup location was in Costa Mesa. I ended up getting to TJ, to the location, about 7:30 in the morning. And then they did blood work. They did my my EKG, which is to check my heart to see if everything was fine. And then I waited for my COVID test results to come back and for my blood results to come back. So I can say maybe about 12 noon, I was ready to go. So about 12:15, they did go ahead and call me to go on back. So they did tell me, like, you know, we're ready, let's go. Although, like I said, the doctor, when you do your consultation, they don't tell you the name of the doctor, only because they have different doctors there that are board certified and that work on you based on your, like, your body. So every woman has a different body style, like a body type. So I did go ahead and get my surgeon. He did see me. He did review what I wanted. He did go ahead and see, like, my inspo pics, and I did go ahead and, you know, get the chance to search him up to make sure everything was fine, and everything was fine. I felt very comfortable and safe. So I did go ahead and go into surgery. When I went into surgery, like I said, it was like at 12:15. I can say it probably took about 3 hours, because I know that my friend, well, not my friend, but the girl that I was in the room with, she was already, she was before me. So she was in the room when I was put in the room to recover. I didn't wake up until like 7 p.m. from my anesthesia and everything, that Friday. So that's when I had contacted my family, you know, to let them know that everything was fine, that I was, you know, like, recovering, and I felt good. Like, I didn't feel no pain regardless. I did feel just like swollen. Yeah, that's one of the things. I felt swollen, and I was just kind of like wrapped, like they put like gauze all around me, like a mummy kind of. But Saturday at 9 a.m. they woke us up. They gave us breakfast, they showered us, and they helped us put like our fajas on. And we had to do our blood work to make sure that our hemoglobin level was not low for us to be safe to leave the facility. So I did go ahead and wait. We ended up leaving after the blood work and everything was done. It was about 11:30. So we ended up leaving at 11:30, and then we did catch a bit of traffic because I know that the lines crossing back was really busy. It wasn't that bad for me. The other girls that were riding with me, everybody had a different procedure. It was either like a gastric bypass or, you know, like a tummy tuck. I know I had a BBL with somebody else, but I was able to sit throughout the whole car ride, which was good, because majority of the girls, it hurts them since your butt is like hard like a rock. So so it does feel uncomfortable, like it does feel very heavy back there. But overall, like, getting home, I was up and down like nothing. I was walking, I was moving around, but I did go ahead and rest my body, even though I was able to do things and I was able to move around. So overall, there was nothing difficult. After the surgery, I can say that the hardest thing though is probably carrying your drains, because when you do get lipo, they put 2 drains in the front, which is like right here, and then one in the back, like by your B crack. And that's where your lymphatic massages take place. So I went to go get my massages done, and that's where the fluid comes out from. TMI. But it's just basically all the liquid that stays in your body from your fat that they drain out. So I was I was using those, well, not using them, but I had the drains in me for like about 4 to 5 days, which is kind of uncomfortable in a way because you have to have your faja on, and mind you, the drains stick out of you like about that much. It's not long, so it could be uncomfortable to where it's kind of pushing it back in. But overall, I did not have any issues with that. I was able to fix them, to put my faja on. They did help me do all of that. And I continue to do my massages even though the drains are not removed. You're supposed to continue them afterwards as well. But that was my recovery. My diet after surgery, I mean, I didn't have like a specific diet because you're not supposed to be on a diet. You don't want to lose weight where you are losing your fat. So you're technically not supposed to be on a diet. You're supposed to be like on a high protein diet. So if you just stop eating, if you don't want to gain weight, it doesn't necessarily work like that, because then you can lose the fat that they insert to your butt. So it is like a high protein diet, like anything with high protein, like your yogurts, stuff that you would eat with high protein, which I didn't really take that serious. I was, more trying to feed my fat so that I can go back there, but sometimes it doesn't work like that. I did gain weight though after my surgery. So right now I'm actually a year post-op. I did go last year in March, so I'll be a year post-op in March. The surgery was $4,000 itself, but with everything else, it was almost 6K that I paid. And I feel like if you set your mind to it, a lot of people say like, oh, that's a lot of money, or like you shouldn't have wasted so much money on that. Like I said, if you want it, just do it. Go for it. You can save your money. I know that they don't do payment plans, but you can save your own money like monthly, or you can, set your goal to be able to do it. Don't let anybody stop you. I know it's 2024, and I think it's just time for people to start doing what they want and what makes them happy versus what other people want, because let me tell you, you're never going to please anybody. And whatever you do is still not going to be enough for anybody, whether you're doing the right thing or not. So that's one thing that I've set my mind to as well. And that's one thing that I've learned to take accountable for myself, like do what makes me happy, do what I feel is right, and just it's not like don't care what other people say, but at the end of the day, it's what I want and what I feel is right and what I feel I want as well. They had asked me, like, how do I keep my self-esteem up, or how do I maintain my body? It's not more of like maintaining my body. I feel like for me, it helped me like with my confidence in a way. Like it wasn't necessary, it wasn't like needed, like oh my god I need it, but I feel like as a woman, when you want it and you feel like you just want to get it for yourself, I feel like you shouldn't let other people like bring you down, or you shouldn't let other people choose what you should do with yourself and with your body. Because I know that everybody would tell me like, oh, like you look fine, like you're fine, you don't need it. And me myself, like I just felt like I wanted it and I did it, and I feel happy, and I feel like I don't regret it. I don't wish to take back time and not do it. So I feel like at the end of the day, if you want to do it and you decide that that's something you really want out of yourself, then you should go for it. You won't regret it, to be honest. Just do your research before. Like I said, anywhere between 3 to 6 months, you'll be able to see your results, like what your body is actually gonna look like. That's why it's really important to wear your fajas, which is something that I didn't do. I got comfortable after the first month, after my drains were out. I didn't wear them, which is another reason why I easily gained weight. But I do know that if you're consistent with wearing your fajas, if you're consistent with, taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, then you'll be able to keep your results and you'll be able to maximize your results. You're also not supposed to sit on your butt for about 6 weeks. People don't know, but that's where the BBL pillow comes in handy. And I know that it seems very uncomfortable. I know that it seems to be very, very frustrating. But to be honest, it's worth it. I know because I got my BBL and I got my hips because I had like hip dips and I look like SpongeBob. I didn't like my body. So I did go ahead and get hips. So I wasn't even able to sleep on my side. I wasn't able to sleep on my butt, on my back. I had to sleep on my stomach because believe it or not, I did notice that because I started lacking after my surgery, and I would catch myself sitting straight on my bums, and you do see that your body basically kills the fat. So whenever you sit on it too soon, it's kind of like it kills them and they just don't grow anymore. Like your fat stops growing there, and you're supposed to wait for it to kind of attach, and then it's gonna puff. That's what it is. So it's basically called a fluffing stage. You're gonna fluff. And I was just too comfortable. Like, I would find myself, like I said, sitting on my bums. I would find myself sleeping on my back. I would find myself sleeping on my side. Overall, like I said, my results, I love them. But for me to go back for a round 2, I would definitely do it. And I would take better care of myself the second time around. So like I said, if you guys have any other questions for me, you're more than welcome to ask me, and I'm more than welcome to do another video in detail if you guys want. Just let me know down below in the comments, or you can also message me privately and let me know. I'm open and welcome to do those videos for you guys, or give you guys more information, or help you guys out. Like I said, thank you for watching my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.